Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be talking about Cosmos. Cosmos right now is about $1.8 billion in market cap, number 43 right now, and volume is in the 60s, so 81 million in the past 24 hours. Circular supply is the same as the total supply, which is 390 million, and is max supply, infinite supply. So I don't like when it's infinite supply, but let's see what we find out. It's had a horrible year. It's down 35%, and even from the start of the year it was like at $11, and now it's $4. So what's that, like a almost a 60-70% drawdown, which is not good. All time also is down 28%. From the all-time high, which was 3 years ago, it's down 89%. And from the all-time low, which was 4 years ago in 2020, so around the pandemic, is up 309%. So let's see what we could find out about what Cosmos is. The good thing is that there's no more token unlocks. I mean, there's still 7.3% untracked, so we kind of have to see where that is in, but the unlocks finished like last year, and even when the unlocks finished like last year, it had like a huge run up. Actually, it had a huge run up, and ever since it's gone straight down. So don't like to see that. So what is Cosmos? In a nutshell, Cosmos builds itself as a project that solves some of the hardest problems facing the blockchain industry. It aims to offer an antidote to slow, expensive, unscalable, and environmentally harmful proof of work protocols like those used by Bitcoin, by offering an ecosystem of connected blockchains. The project's other goals include making blockchain technology less complex and less difficult for developers, thanks to its modular framework that demystifies the decentralized apps. Last but not least, the inter-blockchain community protocol makes it easier for blockchain networks to communicate with each other, preventing fragmentation in the industry. Cosmos' origins can be dated back to 2014, when Tendermint, a core contributor to the network, was founded. In 2016, a white paper for Cosmos was published, and a token sale was held the following year. Atom tokens are earned through a hybrid proof-of-stake algorithm, and they help to keep the Cosmos Hub, the project's flagship blockchain, secure. This cryptocurrency also has a role in the network's governance. So it works with 3 layers: the application layer, the networking layer, and the consensus layer. The application layer processes transactions and updates the state of the network, while the network layer allows communication between transactions and blockchains, and the consensus layer helps nodes agree on the system's current state. Cosmos uses a set of open source tools to connect the various layers together and enable developers to build apps. So at least I like that. And then what makes it unique? A major concern for some cryptocurrencies industry centers on the major concern for some of the crypto industry centers on the levels of fragmentation seen in blockchain networks. There are hundreds in existence, but very few of them can communicate with each other. Cosmos aims to turn this on its head by making this possible. Cosmos is described as blockchain 3.0. As we mentioned earlier, a big goal is ensuring that its infrastructure is straightforward to use. To this end, the Cosmos Software Developer Kit focuses on modularity. This allows a network that can be easily built using chunks of code that already exists. Long term is hope that complex applications will be straightforward to construct as a result. So, big thing here is we can see here Atom, or Cosmos, has a specific total supply of 626 million to be exact. Of these, at the time of writing, about 203%, 203 million were in circulation. So a lot more. So almost double from, I don't know when this was in writing, but almost doubled. So something I don't like to see. And the Cosmos SDK, I've seen a lot of Cosmos SDK talks. So the Cosmos team has also created the Cosmos Software Developer Kit SDK, which allows them to use Tendermint's consensus algorithm to create blockchains. The SDK is based on the modular philosophy, meaning that developers can plug in various modules to build the kind of blockchains they need. It also allows for different programming languages to be used, making it accessible to a wider range of developers. So this is their rich list. This one's Binance. I think this is Kraken. Most of these are just exchanges. Almost, all of them are kind of held by exchanges. This is really important. So the supply versus the stake. So 64% is staked, and so more than half is staked. And reward versus inflation. So this is really important, and I'll talk about it now. So you can earn up to 13% APY. So I remember when Cosmos was first starting off, my dad was like obsessed with like staking, and he was like, yeah, I'm getting mad money, this and that, and that's all fine. And a lot of blockchains have high inflations, and that's why they stake. So in order to get the most out of your Cosmos, you have to get a stake. So we can see here, so the reward rate is about 14%, but the inflation is about 10%. So if you're not staking, you're probably getting destroyed by inflation. So if you have Cosmos, obviously I recommend you staking, and I recommend for any proof of stake coin to always stake it, or at least always be, unless you're gonna be using it, use it, not just buy it and leave it there. So there's over almost 2.7 million total accounts, which is great since 2019. I wish the number was a little bit more up, and they built a lot of accounts were done in 2023 at the end, and then it's just gone straight back down again to the 5 digits when it was like 6 digits. I see there's like something that's called inscriptions, and Bitcoin has been doing that, and that's why I kind of see like all these, they spike up like randomly like at the end of the year. So something to keep an eye out. And the last but not least, transactions. Why is it slow? As we can see, the transactions. Blockchains, AOs, I've seen a lot. Acash, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had like an Acash shirt. 2 big AI plays, and it looks like they're in the Cosmos ecosystem, so that's good. So this is their website. Pretty okay. They have a lot of partners that they work with. So can they start over? So Acash, Iris, Osmos, Crypto.com, Celestia, DYDX. So they have a lot of people that they kind of work with. Blockchains that can scale, so near zero in fees, so it's like 1 cent, and transaction rate as low as 500 milliseconds. These are kind of like all their products: the Cosmos SDK, IBC protocol, Comet BFT, Coms JS, and whatever this last one is. Their website is okay. So sovereign chains of the interchain list some of the layer 1 blockchains using the interchain stack. So 93 billion and 94 independent chains are using the interchain ecosystem. and this is data is based on public third-party sources only and not veto, verified, or endorsed. I hate when they do this. Like, I really hate when they do this, and I'll show another instance of what I mean later. So, security and scalability without compromise. So, power your business with the leading consensus algorithm used by independent blockchains. So, like I said, the fees really low, and the cost of and compared to the cost of Ethereum. The gold standard in decentralized scalability. So basically what they're trying to do is kind of connect like everyone. Do I really think that's something that can happen? Yeah, maybe, but I don't think blockchains need to kind of communicate with each other, at least in the near future. I don't know. I don't think it's like something that's gonna be used, but let's see. Then part of that, Atom economic zone secured by Cosmos Hub, 2.5 billion assets in economic security, and 180 validators secure in Cosmos Hub, which is not that much. But obviously, as the blockchains grow and grow, then more validators are going to come. Even so, 180 validators is not that much. So this is their ecosystem. So discover what's possible using the interstate check. So Celestia, DYDX, Nomic, Osmosis, Penumbra, and Stride. And they have all these, applications, right? But it says we do not have official vetted or contacted these projects for proof. Do your own research before using any services of this open network. So I don't like that. I do know AOS and I do know Akash. Anchored to, so they have a pretty good, I'll say a really, really, really good ecosystem, in my opinion. So, I don't know if they're working with them or not. I do know AOS, and I kind of heard about it, was using the Cosmos ecosystem. Akash, I met up with them and I didn't really ask, but so I guess we could read here. So Celestia builds the first modular blockchain network with Cosmos SDK. So Celestia introduced a new scaling primitive data availability sampling to solve the data availability problem. So what's the challenge? Rollups have faced a problem with insufficient throughput or weak systems with existing data availability solutions. They need to build a scalable data availability layer for rollups while making it accessible and easy for them to verify. So what's the solution? Celestia provides a data availability layer that scales with the number of users while enabling rollups to verify data availability with just a light node, opting to use the interchain stacks, including Common BFT and IBC. Provides Celestia with a state machine, consensus network, and interoperability out of the box. Oh my god, those were some hard words. So, it looks like, they have an ecosystem. I'm not saying they don't. They have, Deepin is going to be like a huge thing this upcoming bull run. And games too. Should have checked out the games, but I remember Mold. I haven't seen it in a while. So this is their financials. Quarterly revenue, it's increasing. Don't get me wrong. So it was from last year to this year, it's increased a lot, and even from quarter to quarter, like 90% after 128% increase. So, if they keep increasing the number, and so this was for quarter 1 2024. I couldn't find quarter 2, or at least they haven't done it. So their revenue increasing, I like that. So it's, obviously I'm not gonna hate on that. The only thing I don't like is and that's increasing too. So average daily active addresses is 39K compared to 25 and 16K in 20 and 19. So that's also going up. The average daily transaction is also going up. So it does look like the ecosystem is picking up, and more people are kind of using it. So I think, let me see one last thing. So the validators, I get, it stayed the same from Q4 2023, but from last year to this year it has increased, so I'm not gonna fault them on that either. And there was the last one I want to see. Where is it? Can't find it. But I forgot to put DeFi Llama. Cosmos. So they barely have any DeFi, and I remember the last thing I wanted to show. So it has no smart contract functionality, so that might explain why there's barely any kind of action for total value locked. Again, total value locked doesn't really affect me. I think it's not an outdated metric, but as far as developers, it looks like there's some developers there. There were more here, but I don't know. I didn't like it, but as I did more research, I kind of didn't mind it. But I don't know, the tokenomics has increased. They're probably gonna keep increasing and selling it off. And I don't know, intrigued to your thoughts. What do you think? Like, is Cosmos really needed? I personally don't think it's that needed, but I could be wrong. Is it worth being a top 50 coin? Personally, I don't think so, but it's definitely not the worst out there, and it has a lot of things going for it in the ecosystem. In terms of market cap, it was, how much was this? Like $13. It'll probably be in the 10. I think it's definitely like a 10. What's this? 5 billion. It's probably a 3 to 5 billion market cap coin for now, especially if they keep growing their ecosystem. But intrigued to your thoughts. Please let me know what you think about the video. Please also remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record a video tomorrow because I'm gonna be traveling, but in any case, I'll make 2 videos the next day. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.